Hello, I'm Sarah of Tortoise Crafts. In today's video I'd like to talk to you about why we self-published our books. For years and years I've wanted to publish a book. I was a bookseller 30 years ago and I have always loved books, and this was just a big dream to publish a book. Never knew what about, but I wanted to publish a book. Coming forward a few years, I started writing patterns for magazines. This was great. I was putting my quilts out there and my other bits, but the hardest thing for me was writing the instructions. You have to leave so much out and you have to assume that people understand what you're saying. I often find magazines and books quite hard to understand instructions in. I'm dyslexic, and I know this isn't just me, because having taught for years, I get my class come to me with magazines and patterns and say, what does this mean? How do you do this? So after doing the magazine work, we started to look at ideas of what could we get a book published, and I sent ideas off to British publishers, but nobody was interested in these ideas for patchwork quilts or Christmas decorations or other things. Then we started to have this idea that maybe we could do the quilted postcards as a book, and at this time technology had so changed. You could self-publish a lot easier than you used to without having to expand huge amounts of money up front. Amazon has made it so much easier to self-publish, and this was the route we started to look at. In 2019, life got very stressful, very busy, and though I had the basis of the book done, I just was going to go, no, I'm just going to give up on this idea. Really couldn't cope with it. And I was told by Tony, my husband, our daughter and my best friend Rachel that no, you can't give up. This has been a dream. You need to do it. And then 2020 hit and we got into COVID and all the massive lockdowns. And even though Tony was working full-time still, he was never furloughed. He pushed for me to do this, to work on the book, and we had a 2-week cruise booked, which, the holiday was still there. He still had that time off work. So for that 2 weeks, we literally concentrated on getting all the photography done for this book. And Tony rephotographed till he was happy with them, and then we wrote all the information, and Laura, who was doing her final year of her degree, she edited it all and made it into proper English, and we worked and got this first book together, and Tony did everything and self-published it. It was a mammoth learning curve. It was just mind-boggling what we had to learn, but we got there and we did it, and we published the first book. We did say we would not publish any more after that, but somehow we end up publishing a second book and a third book and a fourth book. And I definitely said after the fourth book I wouldn't be doing any more, but I will say I am working on another one now. I'm going to do more videos in this series, and I will go through these books and explain a bit more about the designs and why I've come up with them and things like that. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please like it and subscribe to see any further videos I bring out. Thank you very much. Bye.